Hello, welcome in. My name's Cleo and I'm going to be doing a reading about someone's shamanic journey, okay, someone's spiritual pathway. So I'm going to see what comes out. And if you're new here, I like to let spirit just channel through me. Sometimes I'll be told to do a message, like in this case, but a lot of the time I do a tarot lottery. I never know what's going to come out on the table. So yeah, that's pretty much it about me. To my returning viewers, hey, how are you doing? Hope you're all doing really well. I'm going to zone into the energy now. Archangel Michael, thank you for blessing this reading. All beings of the higher planes, the non-physical planes who work in love and light, who serve the Most High Creator, I invite you in now for clear messages for whoever needs it most regarding their spiritual pathway. Okay. We've got the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Interesting stuff. And I mean, it's gloomy, isn't it? It's quite spooky, this card, but there's this beautiful doorway. Kind of looks like a purple pyramid. That could be relevant to somebody. Let's see what else comes out. Answer the call. What is it your soul is calling you to do? I knew this would be an important one. Okay, one more of these and then we'll get the tarot cards on the table. Okay, we've got Mintakan, I think it says. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, I'm getting that for somebody it could feel like the true you, who you truly are, is kind of being dredged up, right? They're giving me the word dredge, like this could be a part of you that's buried quite deep, right? Maybe the life you're living at the moment doesn't fit this spiritual side of you. Maybe it feels like it's a long way away from you. You know, maybe you feel like you're not a spiritual person at all. Who knows? But I feel like there's something you want to do that feels like it's at a distance or feels like it's buried deep within you. Or feels like it's hard to dredge up or hard to conjure, maybe. But I am getting this message that that's just a feeling, right? It's just a case of your mind has been focused in certain directions and there's a momentum of thought with the life you've been living. So I feel like that's why it could feel tricky for you. And I feel like you've had sparks of inspiration when it comes to something you want to do or some sort of pathway that you feel like, you know, I'm hearing ideal world. So there could be some sort of job or calling or alchemical direction you would love to go in. But part of you might have felt like, oh, that's not practical, I can't do that. Or something like that, right? When really this is who you truly are. Six of Cups. So there's that energy of the past. And we've got the Lord of Pleasure here. So there's something you've done in the past that wants to be recognized in you in your now moment. With the Lord of Pleasure, I'm getting this energy of there's something you always wanted to do, but you kind of feel like it's harder than it is, or, you know, maybe it would be kind of hard to get into this positioning. But I'm getting this vibe of, you know, this is who you are. This is what you're here for, right? Death energy. So this is about you transforming into, you know, a version of yourself that can answer the call of your spirit. I feel like there will be energies coming in for you that will help you transform with this death card. And we've got X 111. So you could be seeing 111 a lot. There's something knocking on the door of your soul with this Six of Cups. Something that wants to be recognized and something that wants to help you transform. And I'm getting that your soul might have planned for this to not be so easy. I feel like your soul planned for you to be in a situation where this job or this pathway felt like it was gonna be a challenge, but I feel like you wanted to challenge yourself. I feel like you wanted to pull that version of yourself out and go through a huge transformation. Initiations aren't easy. They require us to go through certain hallways of thought or certain passageways of thought, right? And shift our consciousness up completely. So this, you know, this will potentially be a challenge for you, but they're giving me the word fun. So there could be this message that they want you to make it fun for yourself, and indulgence. They want you to indulge yourself, right? 10 of Cups, the Lord of perfected success. Right underneath this card, which talks about a longing for home, right? So it could be your emotions at the moment affecting your consciousness and making you feel like something could be quite difficult, but I'm getting this as an illusion. Whatever mindset we're used to being in, it always feels comfortable, but you can bridge yourself to any new version of yourself you want, right? And there's a lot of energy from your past lives, or you could call them simultaneous lives. There's a lot of energy available for you here. I feel like you're going to take the plunge. Whoever this reading is for, I feel like you're going to take the plunge. There's something about the moon here as well. We've got the 7 of Swords, Lord of unstable effort in this deck. That's what it's called. So I feel like your emotions are maybe controlling you a lot at the moment, because they're pulling me to the moon on this card. Like, yeah, it's the moon kind of thing, you know. And there's a lot of emotion on this table with the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So with this 7 of Swords, this is almost like an energy of self-sabotage, right? This is an energy of maybe you've got into habits of thought, the way you feel, you know, being in a groove, or maybe feeling like you're in a bit of a rut, you know. They're saying whatever we tell ourselves becomes our reality. So the energy here is that, you know, you've got to bridge your way to this truest version of yourself if you want to, right? And I'm getting that this is something that you really wanted to do, something you vowed to do. We've got the 3 of Swords here. So I do really feel like these emotions of yours are really kind of affecting your consciousness at the moment, okay? And with the 6 of Cups, it could feel like this real yearning for soul group, for soul family. Now the good news is here is that doing your true spiritual work, aligning with your highest timeline, will always take you to the connections that are truly based on the soul. I'm getting this energy of you want to be around the people who are cut from the same cloth as you. And I mean that in the most spiritual way possible. You've got a craving for your soul group. And I feel like once you take the plunge and put in full effort into being who you truly are, and into truly taking this pathway, I'm getting they want you to combine the non-physical with the physical, to stop being blinded by what's going on around you in the physical, but to allow the magic to flow through you, to allow the non-physical in, whatever that means to you, to acknowledge that the non-physical world is actually more real than the physical world, and that the physical world is much more temporary than the non-physical. So that could help somebody. We've got the 9 of Pentacles here. You've got cards on the table of really great success with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is going to be easier than you think it's going to be. I feel like there are emotions to be cleaned up. I just saw 0808 on my clock. Numbers of infinity, right? Numbers of energies coming back around to you. But you've got to make that choice to conjure them up. And there's a lot of success here with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. And I feel like getting into the groove of your true divine calling is going to bring in these connections that you really crave. You could feel like you really just kind of want a hug or something like that at the moment. But they're showing me fabric in my mind's eye and giving me the feeling of fabric on my face. And I feel like this is symbolic of you craving a closer connection with people who you felt with you your whole life, but maybe you don't know where they are. Maybe you were with someone with the 3 of Swords who reminded you of a soul group member, and maybe losing them felt tricky for you. This can happen with friends also, or people we thought were our friends. We always gravitate towards people who have similar energies to our soul group because they feel familiar, right? And often it can be quite hurtful when we lose someone that was never a true soulmate or a true soul group member, but they did remind us of the ones we crave the most. We've got the Queen of Wands here, so I feel like someone's going to find their groove. 10 of Pentacles energy also. So the 10 of Pentacles is a card of being around other sovereign beings. Once you activate your own sovereignty, once you allow the immortal version of you, your higher self, which is who you truly are, once you activate that version of you, the non-physical version of you, and let that become powerful in your reality, it's natural for you to then hopscotch over onto the Ten of Pentacles, because it's frequency, it's magnetism. So you activating your divine purpose will lead you to your true spiritual family, your true soul tribe. I feel like there's a little bit of energy to be wrung out, you know, there's a little bit of old emotions that need to be processed, or I'm getting exercise could be quite helpful to clear the mind and rid the body or the energetic field of unwanted emotion. And you know what, I feel like your confidence is going to soar with this Queen of Wands, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there's this courageous version of you just waiting to burst out. And we've got the Devil on the bottom of the deck here, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. I don't know if this is someone from your past who kind of hypnotized you into feeling like you didn't have worth, or maybe something they said got planted in your subconscious mind. There's something here about fears, or, you know, something hanging over you that's actually an illusion. It's not real, but it felt real, right? Or it feels real. Okay? They're saying thoughts aren't facts. And we've got the Queen of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like Spirit here is encouraging you to take a great big leap, to really allow the most powerful version of yourself to be born, and to get the inner divine fire flaring up, you know, and also pulling on ancient energies, because they're pulling me to this Sphinx / Pharaoh, whatever this Egyptian energy is at the top here. They're pulling me to that. Like, I feel like you've been repressing your ancient nature, and I feel like it's about time that you allowed yourself a big, huge transformation. I feel like your soul's craving it. There could be this energy of you craving emotional fulfillment so much that you could be blocking yourself from getting it here, because it's going to require you to move forward into your divine purpose. And then they're telling me that will trigger a new timeline in your life. Once your consciousness switches to this Nine of Pentacles, you're on a whole new timeline, right? Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Your soul tribe are waiting for you here, right? They're waiting for you to have this big burst of energy, waiting for you to get really confident, or just to give less of a you know what. There's this energy of not giving a damn about something in the past, letting it go, being defiantly fiery, you know. And with death energy, this is about allowing yourself to go through that doorway, you know, of the mind, right? So there could be this energy you need to embrace of, you know what, screw you, I don't care what you think of me. You know, there's a fearlessness needed here, and a determination to charge through, to be fiery, and to get past your own emotions here, because everything you crave is on the other side of what you think you fear, or what you think you can't do, or what you think is far away. When really you're in charge of your mind, your body, your soul, and there's something waiting for you to embody it. And there's definitely soul family energy on the table with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Lots of security, lots of abundance, lots of happiness. I'm hearing this energy of only you can trigger this change. Only you can summon this up, because you have free will and you're in charge of every energy you put out. You're in charge of your magnetism, and therefore you're in charge of what you attract in, right? We've got share your voice on the bottom of this deck, coming out of the cave, persecution and expression. So I do feel like with this Devil energy, there was something in your life that made you feel, whether this is conscious or subconscious, it made you feel as if you're not allowed to express yourself somehow. And we've got Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So something you've had an instinct to do is divinely guided, right? And sometimes it's so simple. We get a memo, we get a psychic thought that we receive, and it seems so light-hearted and it seems so simple and so easy that we don't realize it was a psychic memo. So I feel like you've already had a lot of information come through that you maybe don't realize the weight of, or maybe it just felt so light-hearted that it didn't seem like that important. I don't know. There's something here about you've already had a message, and you know, any message that comes from the divine, it feels good, it's light-hearted, it's pleasurable. I feel like there's this need for you to allow yourself to do what gives you pleasure. But you know, the conditioning in this world is so great when it comes to us feeling like we've got to work hard to make money, for example, when really all we've got to do is align with our sovereign purpose and attract abundance, right? Alchemy. Alchemizing your life is different to grinding away in the 3D. And I feel like you are someone who is wanted in the 5D. You are supposed to be someone who manifests and, you know, glides onto certain abundant timelines really effortlessly. But right now there's this 3 of Swords energy. So I'm going to clarify. Show me the Death. The Fool. There we go. Choosing to break through into your immortality. Choosing to allow yourself to run from your immortal nature, to allow the immortal nature to take over. Fearlessness with the Fool, right? Very fearless energy, Uranus energy. So this is about thinking outside the box and letting your multifaceted, I'm getting kind of alienistic energies here, letting your multi-dimensional self flow through, right? And starting a whole new chapter. I'm hearing irreverent. I don't know what that means. My vocab. But I'll Google it after this reading is done. I feel like they really want you. They're saying devil may care, which again is a phrase I don't really know what that means. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. 6 of Cups. The Emperor. Okay, so this is about you being in charge of your destiny. And I'm getting, for someone watching, this is an energy waiting for you, a soulmate energy that's waiting for you to line up with it, right? There's this real energy, though, with they're giving me Aries with the Emperor. Like, this is about you putting yourself first and doing what you want to do with your divine life path. This is the movie of your life. You know, you don't owe society anything. You don't owe anyone anything. This is your life, and everything you do in this life affects your spiritual development. You know, you take all the things you love with you etherically. And I feel like there's something you love and there's something you want to do, but something's made you feel like you've got to do things another way. But very powerful energies on the table of you breaking through, getting this 9 of Pentacles, getting into your confidence, and getting this 10 of Pentacles energy going. Yeah, we've got Death energy again. This is about you transforming into your most happiest version of yourself, letting yourself do the things you've always wanted to do, and following this spiritual pathway. Show me the 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. So again, that feeling of maybe not having the support you want. And I feel like, you know, there's this need here with the 9 of Pentacles for you to be like, you know what, I don't care. It's the inner child, right? Something about the inner child craving support or comfort or reassurance, when really the challenge you set your own soul was to provide your own comfort, stability and reassurance, and to not care so much. And the minute you do that, that's when the true soul connections start coming in. So this is you self-challenging. This is you kind of like, you know, needing to remember who you've been on other levels, you know, letting the energies flow through here, right? From your past lives. This isn't your first rodeo, let's just say that. Page of Wands. So there's a lovely refreshing energy with the Page of Wands and the Fool card of you finally getting over something, finally slamming the door on it and getting ready for your next adventure. This is going to be a passionate one. I feel like when you break through this, it's going to be, you know, passionate and fiery. And you're going to have a real exuberance and a real vitality about you. And I feel like the progress is going to be really quick for you. Really quick, surprisingly quick with this 9 of Pentacles. Yes, the Magician. So the Magician is a card of you knowing that your mind, your thoughts, your words, your deeds and your actions create reality. And it's your reality. With the infinity symbol on top of the Magician's head, this is an energy of you knowing you're immortal, and not letting the things that happen that don't go so well or the hurtful things take over the fact that this life is a divine gift and you are the creator. You are the director. I'm hearing manager for some reason. You are the one who gets to decide where you go and what you do. So the Magician is also a card of being fully in your power and understanding the connection between the physical and the non-physical. There we go. There we go. Beautiful one. You're going to do this. Queen of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles again. We've got the 9 of Pentacles on the table twice. So it's going to be super easy for you to slip into this new divine situation, this new divine calling. I'm hearing divine space. I don't know what that means to you. But what I'm getting here is that the energy has raised, the vibration has lifted so much that now what seemed like a big old arduous journey is now as simple as choosing it, and it pops up, it happens. You think, wow, what was all the fuss about? That was really easy, and I feel really good and really relaxed. Every day feels like a holiday, right? This is the energy I'm getting. Yeah, look at this. 9 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles. So your wish fulfillment is so close. Maybe that's why I could feel that fabric on my skin, literally. Because this is something that's really close to you. I feel like it could be an ex or something like that that's holding you back, you know. I feel like there could be energies that are just emotional, and there's this real need here for you to separate out your emotions in a way that they're not controlling you anymore, right? To realize that you aren't your emotions. Your emotions are potions, and you need to push them, bottle them, put them on the shelving of your soul, put them into your apothecary, and be aware not to let them take over your mind, because you've got a lot to achieve here. And I feel like you're someone who's very divine. I feel like you've got beautiful energies. And that's why with all this power you've got on the table, the Emperor, the Magician, Queen of Wands, maybe someone was so jealous or worried or scared about your power that they tried to put you off or tell you you were the opposite, right? And that often happens. I'm getting that the greatest people with the most beautiful hearts get targeted the most by these toxic devil creatures. I feel like someone tried to do some spell work or plant a thought in your head to make you feel like you weren't as wonderful as you are. But I can see by the cards on this table, you are super powerful, a super manifester, and I feel like you can break through into this divine calling as quickly as you want. There we go, the Wheel of Fortune with the High Priestess. So this is who you are, and someone in the past maybe tried to convince you you weren't. It's a tale as old as time with the most divine beings, with the ones who've got a beautiful job to do on this planet, to seed their light and to lift the energy on the planet. And I feel like you're going to do it. I feel like you're going to break through these emotions and find your power really, really quickly. They're giving me the Baywatch theme tune, I'll Be Ready. Some people stand in the dark. They give this to me, you know. I've had this on another reading, right? Because obviously, you know, spirit can only communicate with us according to what our mind can understand. So you might, or what our mind is aware of. So you might want to put that song on, Baywatch theme tune, and get that energy pumped up within you. Because I feel like you know deep down you're powerful. And I feel like you know you've got a spiritual family, you know. There we go. Out of all of these goddess cards, this one came out, Thekla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Yeah, I feel like this is really, really necessary, you know, to clear out the old energies from old storylines and make a definitive. I'm hearing the word action. You know, take some action that shows you and the universe that you can do this, that you are this, that you're the one with the power, that this is your life, and you will follow your divine plan. We've got Our Lady of Guadalupe, or is it Guadalupe? I'm not sure. The Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. And that's the feeling I was getting with that fabric, that material rubbing on me. I feel like, you know, you need to know you're protected from something here with the devil energy. And you need to know that it's only your emotions and the patterns of thought that may be making you feel like this is more difficult than it is. But I feel like you're going to flow through this absolutely beautifully and take back your power and burst through and do this thing, right? Really do it. Let's have a look. Pull 3 of these light worker cards. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study and higher learning. So I feel like you're going to dive into this and really let yourself revel in the pleasure of being who you really are. Feeling the energies. I'm getting energetics. I don't know how that's relevant. There we go. Star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. There we go. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. And with all these powerful cards on the table, I really feel like this is something you are going to do, and it's gonna, it's gonna move quick. The universe responds to you quickly because you've brought a lot of power onto the earth from other realms and other lifetimes. So it's time for you to ignore the emotional human part of you and let the divine spirit fill your vessel and, show you the way, right? Because the universe is always speaking to us. So this is going to be beautiful, coming into your power in a major, huge way, answering the call and finding that happiness, being who you truly are. I hope this reading's helped somebody. Lots of love.